Hey guys, welcome to CNBC. Now today we're taking you inside the world's leading cloud kitchen, Kitopi. With options for food delivery booming, this Dubai-based startup is taking advantage of all of that demand. It's now looking to raise more cash and seriously scale up. Mohamed Ballout founded Kitopi in January 2018 with one mission: to satisfy the world's appetite. So how do you do that? Turns out it's not just about food. It's about data, speed, and accuracy.
When we first started, I never thought that the number one problem in food is actually that you as a customer would have something missing in your order. So it's really looking at how do you solve the issues of quality, issues of speed, issues of availability for the delivery world, which is very different to solving it when it comes down to a brick and mortar dine-in business.
How many brands do you have at one time in this space?
So we have 60 brands in this site, and we can have anything from 40 to 70 brands in any given site. Anything from like healthy food brands, salad brands, to Arabic brands, burger brands, any cuisine type you can
So
find.
this is a space of about 2,000 square feet. That's not that big, really.
Yeah, it's all about optimizing the space to really allow us to manage the quality, speed, and preparing things.
And how many meals in one day are we
So
talking
a
about?
typical kitchen of ours does around 3,000 orders a day.
So how do you make sure that people aren't missing items?
So the way it works is when the chef prepares the item, they barcode everything that comes out, and everything goes along on the conveyor. As soon as it goes out, they scan and they make sure that everything is actually in that order that's meant to be in it.
At what point do you think we could potentially be fully automated?
Key part of getting into full autonomous cooking is for us to really consolidate the supply chain and really change cooking techniques. And for at least 40% of our products, we've been able to achieve that. The goal is within 12 months to have a fully autonomous kitchen.
What's the biggest challenge in your view in terms of that scaling?
So the complexity of being able to cook multiple different items in one kitchen with speed is a very complex problem to solve. So the way we like to look at a successful order is 8 minutes preparing the food, 1 minute packing it, and driver waiting time under 2 minutes, right?
That's incredible.
So that's kind of the goal, is to keep the whole entire experience in 11 to 12 minutes, allowing the customers to get food on under 30 minutes. We've gotten, really close to cracking that at scale. The reality is the next big problem is make sure the driver is not waiting for the food, right? And drivers are able to pick up food really fast. And that's where we develop a lot more software and helping aggregators really optimize their fleet and take much more orders per hour.
So it's not just about being the cloud kitchen, it's about being the smart kitchen.
Exactly.
We would replicate exactly what you would do as a brand in any city we operate in. You're a consumer, you go online, you place a $100 order, that order comes to our kitchen, we produce the food, so our staff are cooking the food using our smart kitchen operating software in our kitchens, and then we would give you a brand, a royalty fee for the right to use your brand. Food will be ready, aggregator comes, picks it up, delivers it to the customer, and an experience that exactly replicates that of the brand.
2020 changing the world, a global pandemic. How has it impacted Kitopi?
It's really accelerated adoption of online ordering. And also it really got a lot of the big brands to start accepting that change is coming. For them to really operate in a much more sustainable way, they actually have to operate differently.
While it was the global pandemic that put food aggregators like Zomato and Deliveroo on the map, their popularity with consumers hasn't necessarily translated into market success. Deliveroo launched an initial public offering in March 2021 with a $10.5 billion initial valuation, but crashed out on the day by as much as 30%, giving London its worst IPO in history. Where are you looking for growth?
We initially started off in Dubai, expanded across the Middle East. So that's a core market for us. In Q4 this year, we should be expanding to Southeast Asia. So there's 5 cities over there that we are focused on expanding to this year. And there's a lot of other clusters of cities outside those 2 regions that would expand to a later stage.
When could we see Kitopi go for an IPO?
I do think the way we see capital raising, whether privately or publicly, is a means to just completely satisfy our mission. And we're looking at it as just fuel for further growth. And it's not a particular end state, an end goal for us.
That's it for our inside look at Cloud Kitchen Kitopi. Thanks for joining us.